We're talking about believing today. Okay, y'all. I can't. Y'all know what's going through my mind right now. I believe I can fly. Okay, I'm not going to sing anymore, but y'all know how it goes. We're talking about believing today. See you soon. You are enjoying the Step Out and Thrive podcast. Welcome back to the Step Out and Thrive podcast, y'all. I've been known to sing sometimes in the intro. I'm sorry, not sorry, but it really gets us in the way of knowing where we're going to go today, right? I think it's great. And if anything, I want to be authentic on these podcasts. So there's no filter. You get what you get. Congratulations if you're looking for that place where perfection's there, where it's edited like crazy. You're not going to find that here. But if you're looking for authenticity and someone who can laugh at themselves and fun conversations, because sometimes we do that on here too, you're in the right place. This podcast specifically is for those who pour out, those who constantly find themselves giving to other people, but really long for that one place where they can just be, where they can be seen for who they are, where they can be restored and rejuvenated, where they can step out and thrive into what God is calling them to be, what God is calling them to do. If that resonates with you, well, you're in the right place. And today we are finishing up a series all about what it looks like to belong, what it feels like to become. And today we're on the final word, which y'all know by now is believe. And I'm so excited to get into the series today. I've been talking about a couple different stories each week. And so here's the thing. If you're starting the series today, I love y'all. It's probably not going to make much sense. So just enjoy the excitement and go back and listen to the previous couple episodes. Why not, right? You can listen to this, and if you get lost, and when you get lost, you can go back and listen to the previous episodes. But, I love you, but I told you so. So there you go. First story of the day, all about believing. I've talked about how I came into connection with Faith to Influence, which again is a great group. If you're looking for a group of coaches, those are really stepping out, those are really in business that love God and that love how God has made them, but knows how hard it is to do it. If you're looking for a group like that, Faith to Influence is amazing. They've been life transforming for me. Such a great group of people. And I've been sharing about, how I came to connection with them and how I felt belonging and how I was offered a place to really become and experiment with, how is God going to do this whole coaching and speaking thing when I'm losing my hearing and my vision? How does that work? How does that look like? And today we're talking about believing. So many times this group of amazing people have come alongside of me and had to rethink and reinvent the wheel because, things just look and sound and function different. Imagine that. In this world where I've continually lost vision and lost hearing, it is so surreal because to be in a world where people are kind of walking alongside me every day, it's just hard for them to really understand what all's going on. And it takes a lot of capacity, both energy and emotional energy, to come alongside. And so I don't always have those people like, hey, how's it going? And actually, this in a nice way, mean it. Because we all have lives going on. We all have work. We have kids. There's so much other stuff going on. But the one thing that I loved about Faith to Influence, and I continue to love because I'm so part of it, that I love about these groups is that I have people that know me. They go, Bethany, I notice that your computer screen looks a little differently today. What's going on? And I'm like, I'm trying a brand new software, and I'm not sure how it works. There's been times I get on there where I can't read the Zoom chat. I can't hear the Zoom chat because sometimes it reads it to me. Or there's sometimes I get on there using my phone because I can't get any technology working that day. There's been times where I don't even show my face because I'm just depleted, but I just long to be in that place with those people that get me, that see me, that understand me. The story I'm going to tell today is a place where I've recently got to because I didn't want to just share a story that had a nice little ending to it. I wanted to invite you all into this adventure because part of believing is seeing God working and walking with that person, because believing's not by itself. We still have belonging. We still have becoming. So it's gradually leading up to believing. I do not believe, honestly, that true, authentic group believing in someone and believing what God is doing in and through someone can come without first belonging and then becoming. That order is so important. We talked about in the first week about how a lot of groups offer belonging, but you have to do certain things. You have to act a certain way. You have to know the language. You have to know the lingo. How important it is to just say, hey, I love you and I see what God's doing in you. I see you. I'm so excited that you are here. I can call you by name. You belong. And then go into that next step. Whoa, do you see what God's doing in and through you? I see what you're excited about. I know this is scary. I know that you may sink, but you're not going to be alone because you belong here. You can't push us away. We're with you. So when that becoming moment comes and that person's ready to really step out and do something crazy and do something brand new, but they know their call, because that spark is now going into a flame, and not by their own doing. It's because they've done things, they've experienced things, but also because that community is reinforcing it to them. Wow, did you see how that went for you? Did you see how you became excited? Did you see what God did? For me, just recently, I love, if you know me, you know this about me, I love getting curious and asking questions. There is nothing better for me than to sit across from somebody drinking coffee and me just to ask curious questions about their life. Where would you be 5 years from now? What is God saying to you about this? How did that feel like? There's so many questions I love to do. I love to be with somebody. And it's not necessarily, because I know some people say, well, coaching is about getting somebody to point A to point B. And I'm all for that. However, a lot of times, I think clients walk away with God saying something to them that wasn't their point B, but it's the point that they needed to be at. So honestly, when I coach, when I'm with someone, I want them to hear from God. I want them to hear that connection, that God is with them, that God sees them, that God can really answer and talk and be in relationship with them, that they are never alone. So why do I share all this? Well, just a couple days ago, I was at a retreat with some of these amazing coaches from the Faith to Influence group. And I got a chance to get curious. And I got a chance to sit across from multiple different people actually and have these in-depth conversations. And it was one specific one that I was across from one of my friends and just having one of these curious conversations when somebody said, Bethany, did you see what you were doing there? Your curiosity was amazing. Bethany, I was watching you and I could learn so much from you. And I remember sitting there like wanting to shrink, honestly. I was like, no. But yet I noticed the little flicker of excitement in me. It's like, wait, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to get curious. I'm allowed to do that. I'm not too much. It's okay to be that. People enjoy that. People get to see God closer because I'm walking in the way that God has created me to be. You see what becoming looks like. I've noticed even in the last couple of days that I've gotten myself into curious question conversations that I probably wouldn't have done if it weren't for those amazing people coming alongside and say, do you see? We believe in you, Bethany. We see you. We believe in you. We know what you can do. You have so much to offer. We are so with you in Step Out and Thrive, but with you in your life too. We know that this isn't easy. We know that you're going through changes, but we also know what God is doing. We believe in you. We believe in God. Let's go. That believing isn't necessarily doing more. It's actually trusting others more. It's actually trusting God more. In the Bible, we were talking about Peter, right? We were talking about how Jesus called him and that amazing moment of belonging. We talked about last week about that amazing moment of becoming when he got to walk on the water with Jesus. Today, I'm going to talk about, y'all know what happens during Jesus's betrayal and crucifixion. When Peter denied that he knew Jesus 3 times, just like Jesus said. And we know what happens when he calls the disciples off the boat in that beautiful way of telling them to cast the net to the other side. Just like that becoming moment. I love it, sir, so much. Anyway, and Peter just jumps out of the boat because he's so excited and swims to shore. And they're eating fish together. And Jesus pulls him aside. He said, Peter, do you love me? And he asked him this question 3 times. And of course, Peter was like, yes, I love you. This moment is so crucial because he was restoring Peter. Belief restores. Belief reminds. Belief isn't doing something different. It's calling that person out because you believe in them. You see who they are. Jesus knows that he's going to be leaving pretty soon. And he wants Peter to know that he still loves him, that he still believes in him, that he is restoring him, that he's not done with him, that he needs him to feed his sheep, that he needs him to love the people that are around him, that he can care. It's such a powerful story. If you've got time, of course, I'm linking the verses down there that you can just spend in that story. So many of us need those people around when we're believing and we're walking out because y'all know you're here, you pour out. You don't always get it back in return. You don't always see what God is doing. You need people that are believing in you. You need people that are seeing you. You need people that know that flicker that got you to that becoming stage, that now burning inside of you, that it's still there, that God's still doing something even when you can't see it. Even in the unknown, even when things change. Believing is so important. And so that's why it's really crucial in some of the bigger levels in Step Out and Thrive when we have those people that know what God is calling them to do. Oh my goodness, you guys, I can't even tell you how many times people have come into this group and go, Bethany, I think God's calling me to write a book. Bethany, I think God's calling me to start a YouTube channel. Bethany, I feel like God's really calling me to start a newsletter. All of these things, and they start so excited, and they're with our group, and we're cheering them, and we're seeing them make those first couple steps, and we're so excited in who they're becoming. And then it gets hard. Then nobody watches their videos, or maybe it gets really hard for them to create the content, or maybe they send out these emails and nobody's responding. Or maybe worse, people do respond and it's not the way they wanted. And they start second guessing. Was it really God? Was that flame really there? And here's the thing, if we do this alone, in a place where we don't belong, in a place where we can't become, that belief is the first thing to go. You see how important this is now? In the Step Out and Thrive community, we've had people with them through every step of the way. They go, well, remember this week? Here a couple weeks ago when you shared with us that fire that was burning, it's still there. I see that. You may not have seen that because nobody responded, but did you see that verbiage that you used in that email? That's you. That's you. What was it like sending out that email? Okay, well, maybe we can take that excitement and just change this one part. Or maybe you just got the wrong people on your list. We need to get you to the right people. We're believing in that person. We're not letting them go. Do you need other people in your life that believe in you, that believe in the God that has created you, that believes in what is happening even when you can't see, even when you can't hear? You know, people often use the illustration with me. They're like, Bethany, you got better vision than I do. Meaning that I see differently than they do. And I do. But it's not because my physical vision's better. It's not even because I work really hard with spiritual vision. It's because we've gone through that become, belong, believe process. We've been together. We do life together. I believe everyone can have that kind of vision. That's why we have Step Out and Thrive. I would love to have you be part of our amazing community. And the belonging part, I always tell people that's free, but what I mean by that is there's no financial cost to that. We want anybody that's looking for community a chance to dip their toe in the water and at least be part of our online community. The other levels, yeah, it does require some financial commitment, but it also means that we're growing closer together and closer connection as well. And that's when you get involved with coaching and just so many other things. But here's the thing, friend. I see you. I see you pouring out. I see your heart. But I know how hard it can be when you feel like you're all alone. Nobody should have to pour out alone. I believe in you. I know what you're becoming. And you know what? You belong here. No matter where you are in your life today, just know that you can dare to do more than just survive. I know that you can step out and thrive. See y'all back here next week. Bye. Thanks for enjoying today's Step Out and Thrive podcast, the one place that you can always count to dare to do more than just survive, to step out and thrive. As always, for more information, please check out BethanyBjoy.com or StepOutandThrive.com.